That's it. Like, we've been looking for it. We found it. That's it. That is the Matt, Robin, Rich theme song. 3 is the magic number. That's it.
You know what's great about Richard's onset old man syndrome is that he doesn't remember we played that 2 weeks ago.
No, it didn't work 2 weeks ago. I didn't like it. Now I like it. You know why? I feel like today the band cared. You know, I feel like they gave a pull something to it. I know you never care. That's true. Guys, are you done? That's what happens when you... Good morning, Jersey! Good morning, Jersey. On behalf of the crowd, Matt, we didn't wake you up this morning, did we? We were trying to keep it down. Everybody was very concerned. You need your 9 solid hours.
You know when we said good morning? When it was morning!
Hey, for what it's worth, you did wake me up early. At least I got ready in 20 minutes and put some clothes on rather than coming down with a robe and a cocktail like you did last weekend.
Maybe I did, maybe I did. Who's to say? Who's? Anybody. It could have been anybody. We have a lot of questions. I say we get right into it. Let's do it.
Oh, wow, yeah.
There are people at the microphones. Let's start. You.
Hi.
Hi.
So, my question is for all of you.
All of us, gentlemen. This one's an all skate.
Have you ever had Jared Jensen play a prank on you?
The Jared Jensen prank question.
Rich, go ahead and kick it off if you do have the best.
Are you here? No. Nobody tells that story like I do.
Well, Mark Shepard comes close. His no is pretty good.
Any pranks?
Jared Jensen prank show.
No. Robbie, light us up with one of your prank stories.
I usually say, no, not really. But I make up a story. I didn't make up, it's just really happened. My prank is that I went into...
So this is the time when you lie to the crowd.
No, I don't lie.
It's time for Rob to lie to the crowd, because he doesn't seem like he doesn't have an answer. He's gonna lie to the crowd. Feel better than that. Feel better than Rich when you lie to the crowd. Here we go to tell a big lie to you now.
Richard's a good person. In the theme song of our sitcom, that's how it ends. Like the 3 of us are singing it, and the song ends, and he goes lie to the
Now when he lied it, he realized he screwed the song, and he just takes his shirt off. That's it. All tears are wiped away.
The ratings through the roof.
Yep, through the roof.
No, it never really was a prank. Oh, I always say it was a prank when they told me to go into their trailer to get something, and I went in and their dogs went there going, ah! And I was like, ah! But that wasn't a prank so much as an unfortunate thing that happened to me and some dogs.
So in other words, you lied to the crowd.
You told us it was a prank.
How'd it go this weekend, honey? It was okay, but Rob and Rich were mean to me. They kept stopping the band. I don't know. Those guys aren't cool. I'm not going to take my shirt off for them anymore. In the green room, like I do. I'm sorry, did you have a question? Oh, forget it. Yeah.
She did, and you know what? I answered it.
No, I believe you. Lie to the crowd. When you been screwed off, it didn't really happen to you. Lie to the crowd. And every time you lie to the crowd, don't do it again. Don't do it. Lie to the You said it was going to be 3s. Everything is 3s, and it's not. There's 2 choruses and a half a quarter chorus that makes me look weird. Yeah, it's not you. It's everybody else. You're welcome. You. What's going on? me, Robert.
Good night.
It's about your short film, America 101.
Well, America 101. Yes, what's your question?
Where did you come up with that?
Okay, America 101 is a short film that I wrote and directed that was on the festival circuit last year. And that, if you're interested, will be on iTunes in a month or so. And if you fly Virgin Airlines across the United States or to Australia, it's showing on the airplane. Yeah, that's starting in October, it'll be on Virgin.
When did that happen?
It starts in October, it'll be on Virgin.
Profit is the super fan. You didn't tell anybody.
Well, yeah, I was gonna get it. I mean, I didn't know you would need to know first.
Wow, are you doing an interview with me?
Yeah, I was rich. I mean, you didn't tell me rich. You know what the plane thing. I should have known. How did I get the idea? You know, literally, I was bored one day. I write. Aside from just acting, I dabble in the writing, and I wrote a monologue. I just wrote it as a. I wasn't trying to make a short film out of it. I just wrote it as a monologue for fun. And I went over to my friend Rick Gomez's house. And Rick Gomez is, besides being a really good actor, he's a voice guy. Because he's the voice. He was in Band of Brothers with me, but then he was in. Thank you. He's the voice of the Bravo network and has been for 7 years. So whenever you hear tonight the housewives battle it out, that's Rick Gomez. He's been doing it for 7 years, and so he can speak at a breakneck pace while still being completely understandable. The exact opposite of me. Yeah, boy, old mumbles here. So we went over to his house and we recorded it as an MP3. This is a little audio file, just for fun. And then I was wanting to direct something shortly thereafter, and he's like, "Listen, man, you should make that. We play it for people, they laugh. You should make that a short film." So then I rewrote it to be a visual story and shot it with Rick playing the lead. He's the lead guy.
Also, my mom wanted me to tell you and Rob that we went to the Soho Film Festival to see both those movies.
Oh, cool.
And you're basically the only two people there.
Atta girl.
That's okay.
Way to represent.
That's great. How did it go? Were they good? You liked them?
I love them.
Oh, thank you. You know what that means? That means the entire audience loved our work. The entire place.
Two people.
Both of them. Love it. Thank you for going, by the way. All right, you young man.
Hello, hi.
Hi.
So, for all of you, considering you three are such like a hoop together, if you had an opportunity to create a show centered around the three of your lives, what would happen in the pilot?
I think that's real simple.
I think Rob would do it simply. I know what Rob would do. He would lie to the crowd. Lie to the crowd. Why not? He's right. He lied to the crowd. Yes, he would lie. Rob would lie to the
What would
crowd.
happen in the pilot? This is a good question. What would happen in the pilot?
Your life would fall apart. Your life would be teetering on the brink of destruction.
Good. Okay. Good start.
Remember there, you'd be a neurotic mess.
So we're doing a realistic kind of.
Yeah, it's more actually a reality show.
And then what happens?
And then I'm there, I'm trying to slap some sense into you, trying to get you back on track and get your A game going, and then Matt's shirtless. Turns out it's called Matt Corn and Matt's chest. And you think it's going to be a chest, but no, it's his chest. And what he does is, it's a treasure chest, and then you touch it, and it fixes your life.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, everything's going down the drain, my life's really the shitter, and Matt goes, whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, how's that gonna, oh, it helps! And problem solved. It's a short show. It's more of a webisode, but, right? 100%? Yeah, take it off.
It's a family event.
By the way, you hear people out there, take it off. Matt, take it off. They're real specific too. Did you think of that? Matt, take it off. Woo! You don't want to say blanket, take it off, because suddenly the band and I will run trow. That's how you make comedy, Sir Richard. They new banding.
I had $1 in my underwear last night. Remember that? Hey, baby. Matt, I think she had it for Matt. She had it in her teeth. I'm like, wow.
No. You got the. She gave me a 20.
She came over to me with the 20, and she wanted to break the 20 with the signals I had in my underwear. She put the 20 in, 19 out.
Somebody gave me a couple of nickels fell right through.
They're still in the bottom of that right Converse.
But I was happy about that dollar. I love you too.
Don't encourage him. Don't. The puppy dog bit is a bit. Don't you know anything that when Rob Benedict speaks, he lies? He always lies to the crowd. Tell you the truth that didn't really happen because he lies to the crowd. He's the puppy dog guy that makes you go up, but lies to the.
That's 5 times now. Is it dead yet, or was I kill the cat?
In episode 2,
Kill the shit.
you guys make fun of me to the point of deadness.
Thank God Matt brought his chest with him. He does chest to mouth resuscitation. Hold on, little buddy. Breathe, damn you.
That'd be the same.
Don't bite.
That'd be the same beat of the song. Ready? Give it to us one more time.
Party crowd.
Matt, go in chest. Couple of nickel and go feel hot.
It's your magic chest, not golden. That's magic chest. Call it what you want, Rich. Everybody's got to get your pay for it.
There's a no-end that I really love that you do.
Mr. Improv, let me tell you something. If you got the magic teats that solve crime, you people, you can call whatever the hell you want. You.
Hi there.
Hi.
My question is for you, Richard.
Yes.
Congratulations for keeping your appearance on Supernatural this past season way on the down low.
I don't think, and I'll be honest, I don't think Rob and Matt would have been able to keep the secret that long. I think you guys would have screwed up and spilled the beans.
Well, you obviously keep everything from us, Mr. Airplane. Really good at airplane.
Because not only does he lie to the crowd, he lies to his friends.
I'm also lying to myself about a lot of things. Yes, so, thank you.
Well, my question is, in the earlier seasons, Gabriel and Cass really had very limited interaction, and then suddenly in this past, season, in that episode, they had a crap time.
Right.
And so, how did
What's
you...
the metric conversion for a crack time? We'll get back to that.
It goes from like crap smidgen to crap ton, and then anyway, what did you think about having these two characters that hadn't really been able to connect suddenly having a very kind of intimate conversation about where they are in life and what was happening in the Angels?
Okay, two things about that. One, I loved just working with Misha because I hadn't really gotten to do that. And over the years, we've all become good friends, and Misha is a great guy. I also think he's a hell of a performer. So I really enjoyed getting to act with him. That's Richard Spade's answer. As far as the character's answer, I thought it was great because there's actually backstory to those characters together. I mean, the Sam and Dean characters, Gabriel is related to for his own reasons, but there's nothing tying them together except for him injecting himself into their world. But there actually is family connection between Castiel and Gabriel. So I thought it was really, really fascinating, and Misha and I had a good time sort of sorting out what that would be. And I think I said this in an article recently, but for example, it wasn't scripted that we hugged. But that was one of the things when we were blocking the scene. Two things that happened in that scene that weren't scripted. I mean, a lot of things happen when you're blocking a scene that change the dynamics of it. But the way the director, Tom Wright, had us block that scene, we started apart and moved closer and closer together as we were backing up to protect ourselves. And when we were blocking it, Misha just hugged me because it just seemed like the right thing to do. We're brothers and this was the moment. And I thought that was a really interesting dynamic for that, for the characters, and even for what they say, Thank you,
But
shut up.
oddly, they cut the kiss.
Too much tongue was the note from the network. And the other bit that was made up on the fly was me grabbing his face and turning it. which I really enjoyed doing. But I only did that in one take because Misha wasn't paying attention. I was supposed to say, hey, the car's here, or whatever I say, and he looks, and I said, I did my thing, and he didn't do anything, so I just grabbed his face and turned it. And the director says, yes, we're keeping, you know. So I liked having backstory. You know, there's a reason for me to be there, and a reason for me to put myself in his life and his story. I thought it made for a layered scene. Layered scenes. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's what I loved about it too. It was very interlaced with like a common
history.
history.
There was actually a point to it all, I thought. That was cool. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Thank you. It was well done. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, 2 fingers of Matt Cohen. In the morning, you just need 2 fingers of Matt Cohen to get you going. Don't act like you're surprised and confused. That's why you're here.
Can you just, for the sake of me feeling normal with all the young ladies in the audience, tell them where that originated and
Nope.
why?
You do it.
My question's for Matt.
Matt!
Hi.
Hi.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't understand how you could lie to this question, but I love your daily #you Instagram posts, and I was wondering, do you have a stockpile of inspirational posts, and you're just like, oh, I'll put it up on Instagram daily? Where do you get them from?
I don't know. I find I go on the internet and I say, oh, I don't want to be unhappy today. And I find them everywhere. There's inspiration everywhere, right? If you look around, look at these guys.
Yeah.
Pure inspiration.
Because you were looking at me like, Anna, honey. You're supposed to put it on your hand.
I don't have a file. Every morning I wake up and I see how I can motivate or make somebody else happy as well as myself, and I find one of those things. That's all it is.
He does. Matt, love the way he does that. He's not looking dude. He genuinely is in real life a very positive energy guy, and it's great to be around. It also makes me feel like a complete beehole when I'm tweeting, F you, American Airlines! Let me take you home! Go and shut up your pooper! And then that's like, you. I'm like a cat in a string, like, you're special, and don't forget it. You're nice, friendly, uplifting ways. You.
Hi. I'm so nervous right now.
Welcome to our world.
So my question is, I love your guys' friendship so much.
Or the fake relationship we've created for stage time. It's a lie.
I think it's really awesome. So my question is, what is like a favorite memory or a funny memory that you guys have?
So many are really racking up.
Do they have to involve each other? Favorite memories. I'll tell you my favorite memory of you guys was in Australia, you guys reenacting me falling asleep on the airplane. When you guys were on fire, this had nothing to do with it.
So for once, you let us talk. And that was refreshing.
It was great to see Matt do so well and perform at such a hilarious level. And it was great for you to be there too, Rob. It was
Oh, God, help me. Help me. Guys, we have so many. I mean, there's the famous airplane story in Australia.
50 Shades of Dick and Matt.
That one, strangely enough, made the HuffPost, which was baffling.
Slow news day, I think.
I was like, yeah, consider these guys to play Christian Grey on the thing. I was like, really? I was kind of like... That was my audition, right? I was like, hey guys, watch me be inappropriate right now. Oh, he's What is there something like, what else? Rob, anything come to mind?
New story. Well, there's...
Two fingers in that cone.
2 fingers of Matt Cohen. Somebody else says something?
The band in Italy.
Well, that didn't involve Matt Cohen, though.
But well, I was in 50 Shades of Grey, so we have to do it all 3.
Is this the episode where Peter Brady's voice changes? Are we fighting over rich stories?
No, that's like a rich story.
We got no moments. What are you doing, Rob?
Nothing, not a one.
Australia. I gave the Australia story.
Right.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry, guys.
Do we have nothing together?
We do, me and you.
What do we got?
That story that we told.
Tell us the one.
The Australia story?
You know the good one. Whichever one that's most closest to your heart that only involves me and not Rich.
well, I'll tell you what's not one of my favorite moments right now, this is not a pleasant moment at all. This is one of those times where I just feel like it doesn't work.
You just lost your boyfriend, Tyler!
That's true. That's true.
This morning was pretty funny when Matt slept in.
Oh yeah, Matt. Sorry, buddy. We wake you up. I'm thinking, like, is there a? Rob and I always love this when it's our favorite Matt Cohen comedy moments. Rob can be in the middle of talking about the most serious moment in his life, and the crowd is hushed, and I'm up here going, right, Rob, I remember that. Those were dark days. Right, right. And next thing you hear, like, a laugh in the corner, and it's because Matt's over there, like, doing fart noises or something. He's like, oh, they're talking. And he just goes rogue, and he'll walk over.
And stare at someone really close, and the camera's on
The cameras, and suddenly he's up there doing Jensen lips, and when you're talking about having a stroke, and you're like, good times, Matthew. I'm a better person than they make me out to be. One of my favorite things, and Rob gives me a hard time, because I found Rob to be one of the funniest guys I know, and no one tears me a new one like this guy. And the joke he made on stage a second ago, which is really true, like I do kind of have to own it, is the rule in improv is yes and. So if somebody does something and then, if you're improvising with somebody, you just have to go with them.
You're the king.
Yeah, okay, fine, I'm a king. And then I go on and do something else.
Not okay, fine. Yes, and. Okay.
Yes, and, whatever. Okay, fine.
You're the king, okay, I'm the king. That's like,
He doesn't say, he gets it. My improv skills start with no, but. We did a bunch of stuff together for Comic-Con for a few years, and what was the no but? He's like, hey, we're here with the Batman. Rich is gonna get the Batman. No, not. Anyway.
And he looks for something else. Now, what else is there? Oh, here's the Batman.
Batman. You're talking too much, man. It's going wrong.
Don't make it serious.
Guys, seriously, don't wave anything in front of him. Right now, it's like a sleeping zone. He's got to go do Jensen lips for the camera. Then he'll go away like that. But if you get in his way, he could go terribly awry. So just let him do his thing. For your own safety, silence, please. No, it's not that's what the Jensen lips happen. You'll regain consciousness in a moment.
This is what it feels like to be Matt's mirror every morning.
You done? You wait?
You're here in the back, say it again. I did it for her, guys.
I'm deaf as a doornail. I couldn't hear it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Something about how they're Lenny's average looking. You look like everyone that you on the street.
You're ready for normal. All right, you new lady. Heads up. Nope.
Okay, so my question was for Richard,
Okay.
but I suppose Rob has an answer to it.
Okay, sloppy seconds, boys. You can sloppy seconds.
So you came back from season 9 and shared a very profound moment with Exhale, which was phenomenal.
Thank you.
So my question is that if or when you come back to Supernatural, which of the new characters would you like to share a scene with? Either a character or
Oh, hell, I don't know. I don't watch the show. Who's the new character?
Is she still on it?
Oh, yeah, her.
She
Her.
said.
I want to work with her.
Well, she said.
But she'll come back for sure with me, and we'll get an apartment together. Selena. You know what? I've been dead a few times myself. I don't know why. Her.
Yeah, well, I'll come back and just have a thing with her.
You know, I want her in our sitcom called The Magic Chest.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Good question. Who would you like to see me work with? New character. What's your answer? Don't worry, Matt's gone rogue. We don't know where it is. Charlie? That's Felicia Day. That would be awesome. Work with Felicia Day would be sick. I'll go with Felicia Day or Lane. Nope. Felicia Day or Felicia. I'm sticking to my guns with the ladies. You. Oh, did Matt leave the room?
No, I'm here, Rich. I'm here, buddy.
Okay. I'm everywhere.
My question is for all three of you. You guys are kind of like the host now of, with...
Well, it's more Rob and I than the host.
Yeah.
So what's like your favorite part about doing that, and then if you have like really memorable moments?
Honestly, I think that the band and Rob and I end up making ourselves laugh a tremendous amount, coming up with bits and just goofing around, and half the time, I'm not sure they translate into comedy that you enjoy, but we certainly make ourselves laugh. Still my favorite, bar none, thing we've done so far, is when the band was dressed as our founding fathers in Washington, D.C. And Billy was Abe Lincoln, and we staged Lincoln's assassination. Right before Jerry Vincent took the stage. It's a 150-year-old bit. And, we whip out the guitar player who hasn't exactly been yapping on the mic the whole weekend. Suddenly he walks out by himself in a hat that looks more Dr. Seuss than Abe Lincoln. A 4-foot hat. And he's just down. And you had the beard, too. You had the whole... And Billy just takes the mic and he's like, well, I believe I'll just sit here center stage and enjoy some live theater. And then somehow, you did a drum shot of it, and we came up behind him and we killed
And
Lincoln.
Anisha was there, and we dragged him off.
Oh, Misha killed Lincoln, I think. Did Misha kill you? I don't remember.
And we go, President Lincoln, good shot!
And we carried him on stage, and literally you could hear crickets chirping.
And that really, it's slayed in 1890.
Long time period. You see, I just thought it was so fun. Perfect example of us making ourselves laugh and no one else. But it brought me great joy.
I would like to say something along the same lines too. Is that we just laughed. Even this morning when there are quite frankly like 20 people here so early in the morning, and we just had a blast. It's so fun, But I want to say about Matt's hosting Friday night with you. 2 weeks ago, Matt was not able to make it to karaoke. It was like the first time. And I was like, I'll fill in for him. But, there was honestly something missing. Like, we need your energy at karaoke. Like, it wasn't the same without Matt. So
it wasn't.
Matt is a key part of that.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm trying to take my shirt off. I didn't want to say, I got $1 in my underpants.
Dollar that you were supposed to says go buy another shirt. It's a shirt fund. You.
Hi, so this is a question for all of you. If you were put into the Hunger Games arena, who would you want to put up with? One person from the cast and why?
From the cast of that show?
No, from the
It's
cast.
a movie, but a couple books and a movie.
The girls were pretty in there. I'll take that lead chick.
It's a movie. All the kids are talking.
What's the lead girl's name? I'll take Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm sorry, I meant from the cast of Supernatural.
Oh, I'll take Elena Huffman. I'll take Elena Huffman for a block wink.
So if all the cast of Supernatural are playing that game.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to choose one person.
I'll take Sam Smith or Amy Gummick or Julie McNiven
Your pick.
or Elena Huffman or Felicia Day. I love the strong women characters.
I'll take Nisha.
You have yourself a party.
Yeah, great. You go with your ladies, and you guys need to have ladies' lunch together. Oh my God, Richard, we love you.
It's called brunch.
You're just like one of the girls. Yeah, I guess I'll jump on his back and. Well,
I thought you were going to go with the tiles and the fence mechanism. You said yesterday.
I did that yesterday because he's taking me into the apocalypse as a bear.
Good. What about you, Matthew?
When thrust into the reins of battle, I choose no other than God.
Take safety, but he'll be around forever, folks. Old shakes the deity.
I disappear, but I'm not dead.
Still not good with the old arrow. Ah, damn it.
Okay, I was like, I got that.
This shirt. Yes. You. 5? High five? Oh, we're going to do a speed round. Speed round. Speed round. Speed round.
Can we answer one question properly?
Nope. Hi. We're going to everybody.
You're better.
We're doing everybody's speed round. Everybody's asking their questions. Matt, start and go. Question.
Okay. My question was, I was just wondering if you guys could do a couple impersonations for us.
Here's my invitation of Rob. Rich. Here's your
Invitation of Rich. It's Rob.
And here's our invitation of Matt. Shirtless. There we go. Oh! Thank you.
Hi.
Question. Good question. Rob's adorable. Next question.
I was just wondering if since the books Chuck Wright came through, what book series would you guys pick to actually be true?
If what came through?
Like what book series, since the books that Chuck wrote were true, they were like the same in these stories, like what would you guys think to be an actual, real, true story?
These two don't read, so... Rich thought Hunger Games was a TV show.
Hunger Games.
What network is that on?
The Food Network. Hunger Games.
I say that's why they pay the big bucks.
Can't hear you. All snaps and pops.
I would say books that become real. Harry Potter. Harry Potter, that'd be fun.
Very good.
Karaoke is the fun that you guys have up on stage, but I see you guys like talking a lot in the background, like doing little sidebars, and I'm wondering like what
What
you
are we
guys
talking
talk
about?
about. Yeah.
How good Matt looks in that outfit. In that lighting.
My question is for all of you guys. I was wondering if you could pick your own superpowers, what would you pick?
Guys, superpowers. What are they?
Breathe underwater.
Breathe underwater?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great.
Thanks, buddy.
Mine would be to be like, I push a button and I get like really fucking big and tall. And it only lasts for like 2 hours and I'm like, but I'm like a nice Hulk, but I go like this now. Let me help you with that. There you go, Jerry.
This is the slowest speed round of all time, by the way.
These are really good questions, in all fairness.
All right, good.
I would choose the ability to make all people happy.
There you go. Next question.
It's hard to know how many episodes for your show, but how does it feel to be fan favorite?
Aw.
It's incredibly flattering. We very much appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Matt, go!
If Gabriel and Carly were both to come back to the show, what would their relationship be like?
Very sexual. You go.
What was it like playing the most powerful Archangel Michael?
Awesome!
I got another dollar in my hand. $2 still.
Is that a dollar? I think you may have a roll of quarters in there too, my friend. A roll of diamonds, Chris. A roll of diamonds. Next question.
If you guys could dye your hair any, like, unnatural color, what would it be?
Same as yours.
I would choose the shade of awesome. Like
There you go.
Yeah,
Right here.
that's pretty awesome.
I was wondering, so Supernatural's changed a lot of people's lives, including my own. You guys pretty much actually saved my life. I was wondering what it feels like to know that you've done that for so many people.
I'm personally really honored to be a part of the show. I attribute that more to the lead guys and the writing and the creating of the show, but it's awesome to be a part of a show that is viewed so positively and has had a positive impact on so many people. I love it.
And to be a part of this. I mean, that's why we keep coming back. This family we love being a part of, and you know, now quite literally it saved my life too. So,
I mean, it's enough said. I think we all three feel the same on that. The guys and the crew and the cast and the creators and then you guys.
And you guys.
Freaking rock. It's ridiculous.
All right, double speed round, extra speed.
double speed.
Okay, my question is for Rob. How surreal is it basically playing the creator of the show?
So surreal. I mean, I feel like the luckiest man in the world, and I got to be crypty.
Here we go.
Now I got to cast myself in something.
My question is for you, just here.
Finally, somebody gets it.
What's Gabriel's favorite punishment he was on the show?
Bad tacos.
For all of you, what the hell do you think happened to John Winchester? They went from Matt Cohen to Jeffrey Dean Morgan in 4 years.
Smoking kills, kids. Smoking kills. There you go. I think Gabriel's an anti-hero. Quite frankly, I think he's a good guy, but it depends on how you look at it.
I say villain. So there you go.
You do.
Tomato, tomato.
Next question.
I have small pizza.
Go, give it to him now.
What happened?
She's coming for you in a bag.
So the Colt 45 has arrived. Thank you very much.
Next question. That side. Hit it.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so my question is for Rob. When Kevin was introduced, they said that for a new prophet to be there, like the other one had to die.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think Chuck was God, but what else do you think Chuck would be outside of being God?
If he wasn't God and he wasn't a prophet?
Yeah.
Pastry chef.
Just an hey, question for me,
Oh,
Chief.
sorry.
Just be an alcoholic writer. Just another alcoholic writer in the corner of his room.
Perfect.
We'll be okay with that.
Here we go.
My question is for Richard.
Yes.
Does Gabriel have anything to do with the musical episode?
Now, if Gabriel has something to do with the musical episode, you think Gabriel would tell you anything to do with the musical episode? Because if I say no, and no means no, or no means yes, or no means maybe, or no means it never happened, or no means it will happen. You never know, because I wouldn't lie to you. I would lie to your face. But I would also say no, and that would also be the truth, if it were the truth. Quite frankly, I'm so confused, I don't know the answer.
So much for the speed round, Rich. Thank you.
My question is for any of you guys. If you could refilm or relive a scene that you did before, either because you thought it was really funny or really emotional, what would it be?
Scene you could redo, and relive.
Telling the boys to shut up in the car was so good. I did it so many times.
He's here into the plunger.
Doing Casa Veronica.
Hi, my question is for Richard.
Yes.
How would you say your personality and Gabriel's personality intersect?
Why, they're nothing alike. I think, I usually don't kill people, but I do have a wry and sometimes dark sense of humor. There you go. You.
My question is for Matt.
Yeah!
What's the weirdest thing you've been asked to do in a photo op?
Yeah, take my clothes off. Rich puts hands all over my body.
You've been spanked a lot. You've been spanked a lot.
You name it, and that's what I am. Sexual objectification.
It's true. There you go. Here she goes.
Only for you guys, though. Last question.
No, second to last question.
Second to last question. You're the runner-up question.
Pentultimate.
Okay, Richard,
Pole position.
what was up?
If you had a talent trickster, who would you trick and how it works?
Well, I've said this before, and I usually don't get political, but I would get political. This was back in the day. If I was a trickster and I could really put somebody, hoist them on their own petard, I would have put a helmet, boots, and rifle in George Bush's hands to make him go fight his own damn war. Out of curiosity, I want to poll the audience here. How many people here think Gabriel is dead? How many people here think Gabriel is alive?